At the top, we had Underwater by Rufus from their 2018 release, Solace. Amazing
Banger.
Australian band. Just hit after hit. Some really, really big journeys. Inner Bloom comes to mind as well. And then we had a UK grime track. What was it? Home. Nux.
Yeah.
Some drill vibes in there. Really, really cool. Tom, why'd you pick them?
I picked those two tracks because they remind me of my best buddy Jeremy, and the first one reminds me particularly of Hong Kong footy trip 2018. Being in a hotel room with JK and Gov and the boys, and there was a fair bit going on at that time. We'd had a few weeks of partying after the flag, and then we shipped off to Hong Kong for footy trip.
Yeah,
which wasn't probably the most accommodating destination for a footy trip.
No, it was one of our worst, I reckon.
Yeah, in terms of fundamentals.
Is there anyone that really pushed for that you can call out now, or
we voted?
We voted, but
it was controversial, wasn't it?
If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Yeah,
and Darwin can get it. For sure.
Darwin
Koh Samui can get it.
Koh Samui, Bali, that's just set up. That's what the boys want.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Hong Kong is beautiful, but
it was
not
just
set up
it was
for
just
a footy
expensive drinks and this one little sports bar, and it was fun. It's footy trip, it was amazing.
$20
but
Heinekens.
it wasn't, tropical paradise dollar beers.
Yeah.
But we had is it Moonee Valley?
Yeah, Moonee Valley races.
We had the races. We had a few activities on. It was a great fun time. And by day 3, everyone was just steamrolled because of the premiership,
celebrations.
Yeah,
it's like 4 weeks of partying essentially up to that point.
And
Mate,
so,
solid, yeah.
One of, or two of, or three of Gov's buddies had joined Gov in Hong Kong to then go to Bangkok.
Yeah, we're going to Bangkok after that.
And I was going to Amsterdam with Scotty Lysett and all my mates, them over there. And I was out of steam too, but Cavan, Mitchell and Darcy
watching
Reader.
the
proper injection.
videos.
Yeah.
Do you remember what?
Yeah,
you wouldn't
that
even
was-
remember that.
yeah, I
You
do.
were an absolute zombie
I was
plank.
hurting. But those boys sort of recruited me on the third day in the morning, early in the morning. Like, righto, mate, come on, we're going to this random hotel. And it was in a shopping centre and it overlooked the Hong Kong Bay.
Yeah.
Not that you could see that far because of the smog.
Infinity pool?
Pretty much, infinity
pool.
And they had these big robes on entry.
Oh, we still got them.
Yeah, I've got them. I'm getting them embroidered, man. And I know I've been saying it for 6 years.
So apologies to that establishment, but your robes had to come home.
Yeah.
We took them home. We left with them on our backs. Mate, these are like premium robes, and
Premium.
when you're in the pool area, once you get your kid off and go for a swim, they bring you a robe. That's what you wear. So everyone's walking around these white robes with slippers on.
Oh, I'm just picturing Pass York's robe merch.
Yeah.
Oh,
That has to be us, man. That's
yeah,
so cool.
it's for sale. Click the link in the description below.
Yeah. PTA at PTA.radio.
Yeah, and we're up the top, and it was Masto. Yeah,
We're up
Cav
the top
Das.
and we were taking funny photos and we're having just the greatest time. And it was like the times on footy trip. The first 4 beers were very slow and almost spewing, and then it was the best time ever.
Then we espresso martinis started flying around. Oh man, and it started raining.
Yeah,
It was pissing down rain, and we were just sitting up there, just having the time of our lives. And it was
in our white robes,
In our
eating
white
chips
robes.
and beers in the rain.
And then we
man,
brought them
it's
the whole way
best.
back to Australia.
And
They
now they're
weighed
in my
about
closet.
41 kilos. And then we were wearing them around the footy club for a bit, and then we moved. No, we didn't. We're already there, and then we were tossing up, getting our numbers on the back, and that, and everyone was laughing.
It's
man,
coming.
like
It's
this.
coming. You'll get an
these
updated
things,
photo.
They go onto my grave, like bury me in it, set up. Like that's how good they are. They're
They're
amazing.
amazing.
They're awesome.
Yeah. And the song tie-in?
The second one, did you say?
Yeah.
Nux Home. I thought that's pretty much a bit more modern Gov. Like it's got that hip hop feel, nice bass line for the cruiser, like you spoke about, but also like a cool complex storyline about murder on the streets and some of that Loyal Kana type. It's telling a really cool story. That one's a bit more explicit and a bit less implicit, but it's got a really cool story and a really cool vibe. And shout out Nux for that tune. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love it. It's something I've been looking for. I reckon. I like most of the songs I like, but I like that harder side. To
Are you
it a
sort of
bit.
leaning into a bit more like that UK grime?
I have
and then
lately.
that drill sound?
Yeah,
as well?
I have lately. I don't know whether it's the producers or it's the actual lyrics, but feels like there's a lot of culture coming out through their lyrics at the moment, and I'm buying into it, and I love it. And it's deep. I like it.
We've spoken about this on previous episodes about how music can fill a part of your life that you might not get at the moment.
Yeah.
Right? You got Louis,
Yeah.
Marley, Huddy at home, 3 kids under 6, Maddie doing a great job, playing football for West Coast Eagles. Like, it's kind of it's a very well-defined life.
Yeah.
You're not nuts.
Nah.
There's no, really crazy stuff happening.
Yeah, to that level at all. Nah.
That you perceive to happen, and it's almost like when I've showed Matt some tracks, he's like, "Oh, I don't get this," and it's like, it's not my life. That's why I like it.
Yeah,
the funky monkey stuff. That
Yeah,
I already am a Caucasian boy from
I'm like picturing Narcs and underground joint in UK. Literally at the UK city rap battles, and he's just literally. I'm just like got this vision. He's literally just finally got his chance to speak his truth or speak his life and tell a story through his music a bit.
Yeah.
Then you throw a fat track behind it, a fat beat. It's like, all right, man, that's what I like anyway. I'd get drawn to that sort of stuff, a bit more emotionally rather than the actual sound as much. You obviously love good sounding music, but if you throw some lyrics behind it that are meaningful.
You're sort of leaning towards lyrical content, and then the beat, and the melody will sort of drive that for you as well. But if you've got this awesome beat and you can't lock in with lyrical content, you'll steer away from it.
Yeah, I reckon the beat gets you first. It's like, oh, this sounds cool, and then there's like a part of you that's just hoping, it's like, please, man, give me this deep. Give me a story. I want to follow your story. And then Nux got me in. It's like, bang, here it is. Same with Chillin' It. Same with Draft. All these crew throughout all the years of those rappers, 50 Cent now, like Dr. Dre's, like all that sort of stuff. Like they just, for me anyway, that crew ropes me in, and I love it. And it's hopefully that keeps happening, because I feel like that's sort of starting to go a little bit. The storytelling a little bit more, and the actual cultural side of it. It's more, what does everyone like listening to and what sounds good?
What's going to get me 1 million views on TikTok? Can I write a song and have a TikToker dance associated to it so it can go viral, as opposed to be like, I'm going to write an album and these songs are going to be a story throughout the album. Like I saw you had Money Trees by Kendrick Lamar, and that album for me is a story, and it has his dad. If you listen start to finish, his dad's trying to find his dominoes throughout, like segmented after tracks, like his dad's yelling into the microphone, like, where are my goddamn dominoes? And that's the art form that you probably really like.
That's the side that I do like, and I get drawn to it for many reasons. Like you just said, whether it's where I'm at in my life or you can relate a little bit, because I've got great life now, which is awesome, and I can't complain about it at all, but it was never that. No. You've always had struggles, however you want to relate to it.
Yeah,
whether it be a breakup, whether it be a setback or a death, or, there's all these different things that you can just try and relate back to. And it's like, oh, yeah, man, I love this. Like, this helps bring those emotions out a little bit.
That's where the Chet Faker premise comes in. Do you remember? I remember the Gov, for context, when we talk on the planes, and we used to, and Scully as well, and Masto, we used to sync our headphones up to the same iPhone.
That's
and
so
have
cool.
like a set at the start before we're taking off. And we kind of got on this Chet Faker thing where we were playing Chet Faker, and it was great, and you were talking about how much more you loved the music before you knew the lyrics.
Yeah.
And there's songs for me that are like so sentimental. Holocene by Bon Iver, it's so sentimental for me, because it has this line in it that I misinterpreted as something completely different and relevant to me.
Yeah.
And then I remember Googling the lyrics one day and was like, oh, he's talking about a glacier.
Yeah.
It's about an icy shelf.
I reckon that's what it's about.
His girlfriend. What?
But that's what it's about, and that's why I respected Chet Faker. I remember watching a video, because I was on Chet Faker hard.
Yeah.
He was
saw him like, mate, he's so sick. And then someone asked him, what does the song mean? And he said, it means what it means to me. I'm not going to tell you what it means, because that song's got to relate. I want that song to relate to everyone in their own way.
Shit.
Where if he's like, this is what it means to me, we would all assume, if you've listened or heard of it, that's what that song means.
Yeah, and you're not going to get what you need from it in that moment.
No, he was more like, that song's got its own meaning. That's the whole point of the song. You listen to it and you create your own meaning to that song, to whatever you're doing, whether you're rich as hell or you're struggling to survive. You can relate it to it in your own way. And I was like, mate, that's gangster. I was like, that's great, because that's why I don't like looking at the albums.
Yeah,
I don't like looking at it. I just want to hear it, and I can relate to it in my own way. And then that's the whole point. You just start drifting off. I'm sure you would have done it, where you've listened to a song and you're drifting off in your own head into some sick memories or thoughts or sad ones, whatever it is.
Or
and
a few more flags.
Whatever it is, like it just takes you somewhere. And I like that.
Yeah.
And when Chet Faker said that, was sick. I don't listen to him as much now, but yeah, back then I thought it was cool that he sort of looked at it that way as an artist, because a lot of them try and tell their story, and that's what that song means, and that's what it has to mean.
Yeah.
But the fact that it can mean whatever it wants, really. It's music, it's in your ears.
That's sick. I reckon let's find some more meaning. Let's play a couple of tracks now.
Sounds
and we'll
good.
back announce them. Cheers.